you're going to see some footage from Ukraine. And right after that, I will be joined with Karina Sinajewska, the head of Education Center Lingvod from Ukraine. And now joining me is Karina Sinajewska. Thank you very much for being here with us. Now, tell me what you did prior to the war.
Actually, I run the education center, Lingvod, in Ukraine. So I'm a certified CELTA tutor, so I've been teaching for more than 15 years. Basically, we are teaching kids in form of an exciting games. We are teaching adults, helping them speak English fluently, running online courses. And at the moment, I'm thinking of launching one more online course free of charge for Ukrainian refugees to help them to adapt to this new reality.
Well, that's very much needed, I'm sure.
Yes.
Now, then February 24th came. And what happened to you and your family?
I was in Kryvyi Rih on that day. And on the 24th of February, the military town in Kryvyi Rih was bombed. We all were shocked, you know. We didn't know what to do. It's just you are kind of paralyzed with the fear. You do your regular things, but still you are completely. It's like you are not there.
Right.
You do not know what to do next. So we waited for the next morning, and on the 25th of February we decided to leave because I became a mother of my second child, and right now he's just 3 months old. And unfortunately, he was born with pneumonia, so he spent about 3 weeks on life support. That's why I told my husband that it's not safe to stay in Kryvyi Rih. Perhaps if our son would need any medical help, perhaps we just wouldn't have an opportunity to give him this help. That's why we decided to leave. So we've spent about 38 hours at the border, and then me and my 2 kids, we crossed the border.
So you came to Poland safely. Your husband is in Ukraine.
Yes.
However, let's talk about your foundation. When did you come up with it? Was it just an instant idea to create this, or did it take you some time?
You know, my husband is a surgeon, and he's an associate professor of Department of Surgery and Orthopedics. And I know for sure that Ukrainian health facilities are quite limited, especially at the moment. So actually, that's why we came up with the idea with this foundation for the first point.
So the idea came because you wanted to help the hospital where your husband's work.
First hospitals, and then of course the army, the Ukrainian army, because they're also in need, desperately in need of lots of things.
So what is your foundation doing? Raising money or buying things and transporting them?
Basically, it is buying things. So Palynica.org is buying things for our Ukrainian army and send it to the border, and lots of required stuff for hospitals as well, such as large surgical kits, hemostatics, strong painkillers, etc., etc. Actually, my husband told me that yesterday was the first delivery gotten to Kryvyi Rih. It was van with vac machines and hemostatics and some other required stuff for the hospital. So they are planning to divide this package into different hospitals. Kryvyi Rih is one of the largest cities in Central Europe. Just for your audience, I'm pretty sure they do not know a lot about geography of Ukraine.
We're learning.
Our president Zelensky, he is from Kryvyi Rih. Yes, and Kryvyi Rih, even in a peacetime, serves not just, hospitals of Kryvyi Rih serves not just our citizens, about 700,000 people, but also its agglomeration. So even in a peacetime, it's about 1 million people. So you could imagine how many people we're about to admit at hospitals nowadays. Lots of injured people, lots of kids. So.
And how's your husband doing?
Oh, he worries about us a lot.
Of course.
Yeah, so he says that it is much calmer for him to understand that we are safe. Yes, but still it's pretty tough, being here alone with kids and knowing that I know that he should be there and he should help, but still it's pretty tough.
So what was the most difficult moment for you from when the war began?
Leaving my husband at the border.
Leaving your husband. That's what I would think.
It was just...
what do you tell your kids? Because you have 2 kids.
Yes.
You have older daughter who is 8.
The age of 8, and the younger one, he is 3 months old. He was 2 months old, actually, when we left Ukraine.
But your 8-year-old, she understands. I have a 9-year-old daughter, so I know that it's already an age where...
She calls him a lot. They communicate a lot. She knows that she's quite wise. Yes, she's young, but her thoughts like an adult person.
But I'm sure kids grow up faster in a situation like this. But she realizes that there's a war in her country. Do you talk to her about that?
Yes. Actually, my psychologist recommended me to be honest with my kid. First of all, our kids, they feel us, they feel our emotions, and you can't hide it anyhow. So there is no need to hide. It is much better to sit down, to hold her hand, and to explain what is happening around. So that's actually what I did.
Now, I would like to go back to your foundation. How do you see the future of it here in Poland?
I hope that basically it will serve people. Not just for now, it serves Ukrainian army, Ukrainian hospitals, refugees, because there are lots of refugees who are looking for apartments, different accommodations, even advice, some psychological help as well. It is also important. I'm pretty sure that when the war finishes, we will be helpful. So we still could serve people and help them.
And how many people are engaged in your foundation? And are there other Ukrainians that work with you?
No, not just Ukrainians, some Polish people as well. We do not have a lot of people at the moment because we are a young organization so far.
But if somebody would like to support you, how can they do that?
Please visit our website, polyanitsa.org, and you could donate. You could, if you have an accommodation, you could share with some Ukrainian refugees. Please send us an email, and we will contact you. It will be a great help of you.
Okay, great. Well, Karina, thank you very much for your time and insights, and I wish you all the best with the foundation. I wish for you to go as soon as possible to your husband, to Ukraine. And thank you for watching Help Without Borders. Stay with us for more news and comments.